What we're witnessing now is police officers who are addicted to violence. Violence can be addicting. It can be addicting in the way that cigarettes and alcohol are addicting. Some officers crave the violence. That's evident by what we're seeing now, where these officers go out in front of people who have cell phones, officers who are wearing body cams, officers who are in the presence of surveillance video, and they're still out there committing police brutality. And the reason is because they can't control themselves. It's an addiction. When they're in a certain situation, they react with violence. Some people may say, well, you know what? I support law enforcement unconditionally. Well, let me explain to you what happens when you support law enforcement unconditionally. These officers who are violent are conditioned to act that way under certain circumstances. And when they're in those circumstances away from the job, they respond the same way. For instance, if you have an officer who's upset with his girlfriend and his girlfriend confronts him, he's going to act the same way he does when he's confronted with a suspect or an arrestee. If that officer is at home and some kids are walking across his lawn, he'll get upset and he'll respond the same way he does when he's out there on duty and he has to confront somebody and he's challenged. He'll act the same type of way. Or if that officer is out shopping and he's confronted with someone, his response is going to be the same way it is when he is on duty. So these needs have to be addressed. You can't just let it go and say, oh, I support the blue. Letting violence go and just brushing it off is not helping police officers, and it's not helping our society. We can do all the reform that is just imaginable, but it won't work until we address police brutality as an illness, as like a mental illness. And I think that every time an officer is involved in use of force, if it's a certain level of force, they need to talk to counselors, speak to someone, a psychologist, and be deprogrammed and be diffused from that situation so they don't go out and do it again. Because violence, as I mentioned, is habit forming. And I've been writing about it and talking about it for 20 years. And it's not until these issues are addressed in that manner that you're going to continue to have police brutality.